Yes, today being Holy Thursday, different religions have different beliefs, of course.
Yes.
And Catholics commemorate this day by washing people's feet, and others by forgiveness. So, in spiritual perspective, what does Holy Thursday mean as a body of Christ?
That's absolutely wonderful to wash each other's feet. A very humble act which Jesus recommended by saying, "Do this in remembrance of me," and we do it ourselves.
The Last Supper, the modern church, what does it have to learn from the Last Supper Jesus had with his disciples?
That among the closest of your own, there can be an enemy. Judas Iscariot was feeding from the same plate as Jesus, but he was planning at the same time with the enemies of Jesus, the Pharisees, to have him arrested and killed. But at the same time, he was the treasurer of the group. One of the very few most important people that he had, 12 disciples, was his enemy. So the enemy is always close to you. You should be very careful. In Uganda, for example, the many close friends of ours that have been giving us poison. You can be paid to kill us. So that Ugandans should be careful about with the close friends. Sometimes close friends can be as bad as enemies. So the close friends are close enemies sometimes. Greatest man who has ever lived being killed, and on the third day being raised from the dead. That is absolutely great, and there's no one who has ever done that. Dying and then being raised as he promised. I think I experienced something like that recently when I got COVID-19, and people thought I was dead, and they announced that I was dead. But I wasn't. I was really doing things which I don't want to mention here in the spiritual world, spiritual realm. After doing those things, I came back. I was able to open my eyes again, and the doctors were surprised. Really, I didn't feel that death was hurting me at all. I wasn't hurt at all by death. I wasn't feeling the pain that the body was feeling. I was a spirit, because what we are actually, I'm speaking with authority because I'm a doctor of theology and professor of the supernatural. What I was feeling is that I was in another world. I mean, maybe, and I'm also a doctor of psychology, which means I was not lying to myself. It was not a hallucination. It was real reality. And when I came back, I call it from the near-death experience. Oh yeah, I was in the spiritual realm because I saw the angels and also met Jesus, and Jesus gave me instructions. And I came, and I didn't want to say that here, but I've said it all over the world anyway. And when I came, he gave me Wamakayo again the Wulide in Jiri, and they did a few things to me, and then I came back.
Usher, in Easter, what's your last message to the Christians in the entire country and in the entire world? What's your last message to all
Based
the
on
Christians?
Thursday, based on this Thursday.
The entire Holy Week.
Entire Holy Week, yeah. Christ should be the center of their focus, and whatever they do should be Christ-centered. Resurrection causes death to lose strength. It looks defeatable by the teaching of Jesus, by the fact that he himself was raised from the dead.